and there's confusion. The impossible will not happen in your life if you are not ready to do something extraordinary. The word Jehovah Jireh does not just mean God our provider. It means God that knew what we needed before we needed it and had made provision. 2, he says ye, seek ye. You have to know who you are. You have to know who you are. A lot of people do not know who they are. Know your position in life, know who you are, know what you are wired up to do, know where God is taking you. You have to know who you are. Ask them who they are. They don't know. A lot of people end up doing the wrong thing in life, chasing after the wrong thing, running after the wrong thing because they don't know who they are. Most of you marry the wrong husband or the wrong wife because you don't know who you are and you don't know who your husband is. Most of you end up in the wrong job because you don't know who you are. Most of you end up in the wrong town because you don't know who you are. You think you are Gideon hiding under the winepress when God says you're a mighty man of valor. You don't know who you are. You need to discover yourself. And you can only discover yourself if you give your life to Jesus Christ. If you are born again and you have God speaking to you, it is only God that can tell you who you really are. Only God. Therefore, if you are not yet born again today, my advice is that you give your life to Jesus so that God, the light of the word, can tell you who you are. I grew up thinking I was supposed to be a wealthy, powerful businessman. Making money all over the world, traveling, jet setting, private jet, here and there, champagne here, golf course there, enjoying life like Prince Andrew, my friend. I'll be Prince Edward, my good friend. You remember when they said that Prince Edward has spent the day on the beach playing softball. He spent the evening in the concert listening to music. He spent the next day on the golf course giving charitable awards, and the next day by the ice rink doing this and that. When he finishes all those things, he has to go on a holiday. You get that after God. He has to now go on a holiday. I say ice rink, golf course, charity. What is that one? He has to go on a holiday. Where some of us are like that. Is that not so? You just go around enjoying life. Your life is based on the day of your birth. Say you are born Charles of Windsor, Prince Charles of Wales. Then you go around with your hand behind your back. Is that not so? Oj Marina. Life is a struggle. Charles going struggling in his own way. Can somebody hear what I'm saying? You need to know yourself. Who you are and who God has destined you to be. Number 3, very quickly, he says, seek ye first. The third point today is that you must have your priorities. You must order your priorities. A lot of us don't have our priorities right. Acts chapter 1 verse 8, he says the gospel will be preached first in Jerusalem, then Judea, then Samaria, then the uttermost parts of the earth. Most of us want to start from the earth and then come back to Jerusalem. It's a lie. You must know your priorities. A lot of us don't have our priorities right. We're daydreamers of the first degree. It says, seek ye first. There must be a sequence to the things that you do. You cannot get to university if you don't pass JAM. Face JAM, and then university will take care of itself. A lot of us get our priorities wrong. And that's why most of us get into trouble. You are in school, what are you doing with sugar daddy? Or Aristo? That's not your priority. You are in school, what are you doing with cigarettes and beer? That's not your priority. You are in school. What are you doing chasing girls all over the streets of Hull? That's not your priority, Ituah. Go and face your books. It's not your priority. The disco is not your priority. The jewels are not your priority. The mascara, the jazzcara, the cascara, and the bascara is not your priority. The tube top that shows your navel is not your priority. Must go London by force is not your priority. You must know what your priorities are. Living in Ikoyi is not your priority. Buying that big Jeep is not your priority. You must start from Jerusalem. You go to where? Judea. You go to where? Samaria. Before you get to the uttermost parts of the world. You can buy a private jet before you can buy a bicycle. Some of you are looking for a private jet. Where's your keke mawa? You don't even have it. It's not your priority. We get our priorities wrong. A young guy sent to school starts to drink cannabis and cocaine. Is that your priority? Start to compare. My father's car is bigger than your father's car. Is that your priority? The Bible says, I set my face like flint, and I pursue after my priorities. You parents, you need to teach your children what is priority in life. You need to teach them the right things. You need to teach them the sequence of life. Stop spoiling those children. Some of them don't go to bed. They watch TV all night, playing computer games. Is that the priority? If you don't use motor to carry them up and down, they won't go anywhere. Come and ask for Layegbe. If you can't enter bus, forget it. Your children don't do housework at home. They don't do housework in their homes. They don't clean the gutter. They don't wash the dishes. Houseboy. I have a friend, she has 6 house helps for 3 children. 6 house help for 3 children. What nonsense. How will they learn? You get your priorities wrong. Too much money is a problem. Too much money is a problem. You have 4 cars for 2 kids. Driver carrying them up and down. Let them walk. It's just that they kidnap people these days. It's just unfortunate these people have spoiled Nigeria. Let them walk. When I was growing up, you wake up at 6 o'clock. You will sweep the gutter. Your hand will be blistered. Oh, anything. You will sweep the gutter well. Then after a while, I had asthma. I was happy. You were go and wash dishes. Go and wash dishes. You wake us up Saturday morning. We're going to Olojuoro. Is a farm. You go on the farm. You'll be eating kutufere. Oh God. Farm. You'll be hungry like a crazy man. She won't answer you. You'll be planting corn you can't see, harvesting yam, carrying a for up and down. Then when you leave the farm, she will take you back through Ojoba. I hate Ojoba. I hate it. The place is smelling, it is stinking, there's pepper all over the place. My mother will be going from one store to the other. She wants to buy tomatoes. The woman will say toro. My mom will say kogba 1 kobo, ni kogba kobo. The woman will say no, okay, mu 2 kobo. They will be haggling for half an hour, 45 minutes. Then for like will leave the woman. She will walk to the other side. She will say kogba 2 kobo. They will argue. She will go to the other side. Then she will come back to the first one.